Welcome to the wonderful world of marketing. I'm super excited for today's edition. We are talking about the Windows App Portal for marketing, and we're going to do an end-to-end demo of what I think is one of the coolest applications I've ever had the pleasure to interact with, especially in an LOB context. And this is an app portal that I actually use to do my job. There are certain sections I obviously can't go deeply into, but I'll show you how it works. It's a pretty interesting example of what happens when you really sit down and try to understand what the knowledge workers on your team are really going through to get their job done. We took the objective of saying, hey, we want to make sure that we have everything that someone needs to do in one place. You ended up coming up with 167 different tiles that people needed to use to do their job. And we don't use all 167 every single day, but they're frequently used. To find those 167 things across the mess of desktop apps and web apps and SharePoint sites and modern apps and everything else is very, very complicated and very difficult. And so pulling that together itself was a fascinating exercise that I think added a lot of value to the organization. So anyway, so you can see these are all the 167 tiles. What is kind of cool is that you can actually go up here to the hamburger. You can delete certain sections. So I could take this planning section and get rid of it if I wanted to, or I can bring it back. So the users have some control over it, and they can decide which sections they want to see on a day-to-day basis, and then bring some sections up on a more frequent basis. I'll give you a couple examples. I'm going to show you right now a desktop application launching from a task. I'm in the planning section here. Task is I want to look at my marketing playbooks for the year. So I click on playbooks, and bam, launches me into OneNote. The old days of finding that were excruciating because you have to go dig through, find a SharePoint site, is this the right OneNote, all that kind of stuff. Not anymore. You just click on it and bam, you're there right away. It happens to be a desktop application, could have been a web application, could have been a modern app, doesn't really matter. I want to see my playbook. Bam, there's my playbook. As simple as it sounds, this has been an incredibly liberating thing to give people because now everyone's got access to what they need for planning. Another example, we have an amazing business process team run by someone named Julie Sanford. And Julie did a really great thing because we'd had these kind of calendars over the years where they'd all be like just different kinds of calendar formats. And Julie had come from the Office team and she said, hey, why not use Outlook to do our calendaring? And so if you go into the BPO Rhythm of Business tab right here, it'll actually take you to and launch Outlook. And you can see the BPO calendars right here. I can see all the different things that are going on across the team. And then there's many other things here in budgeting, forecasting, and planning. I can't click on all of these because there are budgeting, forecasting, and planning, but you get the idea. I've also obviously need to access the branding and advertising that we do as a company all the time. I can just kind of click on a tile here and it'll immediately bring up sort of a recent ad for Surface. You can see a great Russell Wilson ad here, Seahawks. I always like watching this because you see, look at this. Great move, great catch. They can catch the ball, they can run the ball. All right, so that's great to have. We have a new campaign called Empowering, so we have that whole campaign as a grouping. I spend a lot of time in marketing automation, so I can just click on my marketing automation tab, go straight in. Obviously, I can't show you that because those are our campaigns that we're running right now, but it allows me to instantly go into Microsoft Dynamics Marketing and modify a journey. We also have a digital asset management built in Azure, and I can just go in and see all the digital assets that have been uploaded by my team and all the teams like my team around the world. So you can see there's thousands and thousands of assets in here from all the different geographies. And what's kind of neat, the way way WWoM is organized is I can actually go into a specific search and just give me the assets for that particular stored search, which is really convenient. My marketing results, I've got a whole dashboard for marketing results, and this goes to the whole issue of integration on the glass. And in this case, I've got a bunch of different reports, and it would be great if they're all one thing, but they're not yet, but they will be one day. But right now, at least I've got them all together. And I can sit here and I can go to my dashboard and I can take a look at it. I can see how that works. Then I can go to the next one, I can snap it, and with Windows 10 what's so fantastic is I can snap things into all four corners of my screen. So I can have 4 different dashboards and I can integrate it on the glass, I can look at them together, and I can access them all instantly right from my Windows App Portal for marketing. We obviously run a huge social command center. In fact, one of the biggest social command centers in the world is run by my team, and I can actually click right there on the Social Command Center insights. We can see tweets that are coming out. It looks like a lot of Windows tweets coming out right now, plus stuff that's coming inbound, news that's been sent out, and you can see response rates, and I can see certain creative that we're sending out because we do custom creative in the Social Command Center. That's pretty cool, and again, really easy to get to. We've got a kind of a people grouping that allows me to get into our M&O team site, business results, look at something called the Windows Apportal for Sales, which is right here. And actually that is an example of embedding an Apportal within an Apportal. So that Apportal is actually in there. You can get into the pieces that are part of sales that I do need to see, obviously, from a marketing standpoint. Career and Professional Development is a really extensive training program that we have for employees. So if I just want to see what our training library looks like, I can click on that, and I can go down here and I can see we've got everyday skills around Apportals, everyday skills around marketing automation, and a whole bunch of stuff in modern storytelling. Really easy to get to, really easy for people to find. This is getting a bit long, so I'm gonna come back because there's lots more to show and I wanna make sure you see it all. Come on back tomorrow and we will have part 2 of the Windows Apportal for Marketing demo. It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna have fireworks, there's gonna be jet engines, it's gonna be all covered in glitter. It's gonna be amazing, okay? So come on back and we'll take a look at it together. Thanks.